And honestly, I almost want to interview people that are not the same 50 guys that are doing interviews.
Well, thinking of that and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction this week, I don't know if you watched any of the YouTubes at all.
Not 1 second.
I'm telling you what, I got new respect for Steve Miller.
Okay, I saw what he said.
He ripped them a new asshole, and I mean, he wasn't nice about it at all.
Good. Yeah, I saw that he got dicked and got a ticket for him and his wife, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, he was basically saying that, up until the time, they perform, right?
Yeah.
And it's for HBO and, it's for the Rock Hall. And he says, you know what? I'm standing up here. These people, so unprofessional. They don't treat these artists that they're here to celebrate very well. They gave me 2 tickets, one for me, and I'm performing here, and one for my wife. And he said, if you want any additional, it's $10,000.
Yeah, fuck that.
And he's just like, what about my band? What about their family? What about their children? He goes, I'm performing here. And he goes, and at this point, at this very moment, I still haven't seen a contract about performance rights. None. He says, but yet they want me to go on in 10 minutes here, and I have not seen one contract about performance rights.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's a sham, dude. I mean, and Paul McCartney's people all got tickets. Anybody that was associated with Paul McCartney got tickets. Don't you think?
I'm
sure they tell Paul McCartney to fucking, hey, your band's going to have to pay $20,000 a couple.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
And look, Deep Purple had, Glenn and David Coverdale and, their families and shit, and they haven't been in Deep Purple in 35 years.
Yep.
So that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but boy, he and of course, the publicist, she's like, let's wrap this up. He goes, you know what? I'm not done yet. I'll wrap it up when I want to wrap it up.
You're celebrating me, you cunt.
And the thing is that when Chicago got inducted,
yeah,
their drummer that got the boot back in 1990, Danny Serafin, boy, his acceptance speech was just profanity laden.
Really?
Holy shit. And of course, he was up there giving his thing, and the publicist or whoever said, let's move this along, let's wrap it up. He goes, what are you talking about, wrap it up? I've been waiting 25 years to get up here and do this. I'll wrap it up when I'm ready.
Who would have thought that Chicago would be the rabble-rousers and NWA would not? Or did they stir it up too? I really didn't see any of it.
Well, the current members, the guys, they were pretty respectful and but boy, Danny Serafin, boy, he had nothing to lose.
Yeah,
and the reason I brought up the whole doing something cool, and you just mentioned interviewing anybody. We had Michelle Cath, Terry Cath's daughter. Mm-hmm. Well, she was up there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she got to say a couple of words and stuff, and I said, man, I need to reach out to her again and find out where this documentary sits.
You think she paid for a ticket?
I have no idea.
Steve Miller couldn't get his people in.
I have no idea, but she got to say a few words about her dad.
Yeah, she got to say about her dad, who's dead.
Yeah.
And she's there. Someone paid for that, and she's like a regular person, right? She's
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
She's not wealthy.
Mm-mm.
So, so someone either bought her a ticket or they let her in. I'm with Steve Miller. Fuck the Rock Hall.
Yeah.
I'm not I've said this before. I pay no attention to that fucking sham.
Neither do I, but I was just curious because I wanted to see, because a lot of people, YouTube the thing, and they had their camera phones and whatnot and filmed a good portion of it.
Right. And HBO will have all that shit cut out.
Oh, of course.
They won't have that guy from Chicago on at all. He won't be on.
But every other word was fuck out of this guy's mouth. He was just like, yeah, back when Chicago, the band moved to L.A., we went to Dodgers baseball game where they were playing the Cubs, and he was basically talking about the band Legacy.
Okay.
That they were a pretty tough group back then, even though they turned into kind of like a syrupy, ballady band. But he says, we were pretty tough. He says, yeah, we went to, he's like, yeah, we went to a fucking Dodgers game, and Peter Cetera got into a fight with a Marine, and he took a punch right in the fucking jaw. Stuff like that. Wired his fucking mouth shut.
Love it.
So I got a kick out of watching the YouTubes, man. That was funny.
Oh, good. I don't respect that place at all. And, first of all, I wish they'd pull that fucking building and take it to New York. Honestly, if they're not going to do the induction here, why have the building here?
Well, they're supposed to start doing it, I think, in 2018 is when they're supposed to start doing that. But
even that's only every other year.
Right.
Fuck you. The building's here. Fucking show up or don't. If this is such a great honor, then fucking show up here. They don't have the Football Hall of Fame and have it in L.A. They fucking drive their asses to fucking bumfuck Canton.
Sure.
Every year and do it. They give respect to the building like they're supposed to give respect to the athlete.
Right.
And it's the same thing with the Rock Hall. Either respect the city that it's in or get it the fuck out of here.
I agree.
It's just stupid.
I agree.
So,
all right, here's the little Steve Miller.
Okay.
Talking about being inducted.
All right.
They don't need to insult every artist that comes along. Every artist that does this is pissed off.
Have the audio of him actually doing this. Hang on a minute, see if I can find it.
Find another one.
Yeah, the Akron band, the Black Keys, inducted Steve Miller.
Yeah, because I'm sure they're big fans.
Yeah. And because of his tirade, they were just like, yeah, we're really disappointed about that, man.
Yeah, shut up, bitch. Fuck you and your fucking Pepsi endorsement, you fucking faggots.
Sure.
Just because you want a seat at the fucking Rock Hall in 15 more years, fuck you. Fuck those fucking fags. And I like their music, but, what a bunch of queers.
Yeah, we were really disappointed about that, man.
How about you say this? Nothing. How about you say, we're glad everybody got in?
Sure.
We didn't have to pay for our tickets. Ha ha, Steve Miller. That's what they should have said.
Right.
I'll bet they didn't pay for their fucking tickets. You think they paid for their tickets?
No, of course not.
So they don't have to, but the artist that they're inducting has to. That's fucking bullshit. What a Bush League way to do this shit.
I agree.
How do you not just say, I get it. Some of these, like Whitesnake. You're not going to give 100 fucking tickets to everybody that's ever been in Whitesnake.
Sure.
You tell them pick 10. You get 10 fucking tickets per artist or band. That seems fair, doesn't it?
You would think.
Maybe a couple more if for you the bulk of your career you're like Chicago that has like 14 guys.
Sure.
But I mean, the average band has 4 to 5 guys. 4 guys and at least one replacement guy.
Right.
That's been integral for most of it. So you multiply that times 2 and you give each one 10 tickets. After 10, then they should have to pay for their tickets.
Yeah, you need to give them a reasonable amount.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't Boss Skaggs a fucking part of Steve Miller?
Yeah, he was part of the Steve Miller band very early on.
And wrote like some of the big hits, right? Or wrote with Steve?
He wrote with Steve, yes.
So, what, that guy has to pay for a ticket to be there?
Apparently he does.
And he doesn't get inducted?
Well, I guess he wasn't part of the most popular era.
No. Okay. That's why I don't pay attention to it, because it's fucking ridiculous. I guarantee you Metallica didn't buy a bunch of fucking tickets. And they had everybody and their brother at their induction, didn't they?
They had a lot of people there.
Didn't they have like, Ron McGovney showed up and fucking and Mustaine and, didn't they have everybody that had ever been in Metallica?
Pretty much.
They all showed up and Steve Miller can't get fucking an extra ticket?
No, apparently not.
Fuck you. I would have said fuck you and not showed up. Why did he show up?
I don't know the answer. They must have pulled down a lot of this.
Probably did. They probably pulled it all. Saying it's party of HBO.
Yeah, I can't seem to find it now.
Yeah, because they're in damage control mode.
Pretty much. I would guarantee you that.
Yeah, they're trying to cover it up. Well, good on Steve Miller. Not that I'm a fan. I'm really not, but I like a couple songs, I guess. Same ones everybody likes, The Joker and
Fly Like an Eagle.
Big Old Jet Airliner.
Let's see if maybe this is it here. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go.
A very strange enchanted boy. They say
Steve Miller was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by the Black Keys, and while the singer who created such hits as The Joker, Take the Money and Run, and Abracadabra was mostly smiles during the ceremony, he took aim at the organizers of the hall when it came to getting tickets for his loved ones or even his band.
The whole process needs to be changed from the top to the bottom. Doesn't need to be this hard. There's nothing fancy going on out there that requires all of this stuff. They need to get their legal work straight. They need to respect the artists they say they're honoring, which they don't. I don't have any of my paperwork is signed. I have no licensing agreements with these people. They're trying to steal footage. They're trying to make me indemnify them. When they told me I was inducted, they said you can have 2 tickets, one for your wife and one for yourself. Want another one? It's $10,000. Sorry, that's the way it goes. He said, I'm playing here. What about my band? What about their wives? What about... They make this so unpleasant that they came this close. We're not going to wrap this one up. I'm going to wrap you up. You go sit down over there and learn something. So here's what you need to know. This is how close this whole show came to not happening because of the way the artists were actually being treated right now. So I'll wrap it up right now.
Good for him.
Yeah. I have no legal work. I have no paperwork. I've got nothing.
Yeah. But what's funny is these guys probably all do get fucked out of their thing. They probably all just think of it as this big honor. And they don't even think about signing contracts.
Sure. Well, that's why Peter Cetera backed out.
Oh, because they wouldn't give him legal.
Yeah, because he couldn't get them to agree to, hit the performance and stuff.
Right.
He's just like, you know what? I've had it. He says, just mail me my award, will you?
Mail me my little plaque and I'll throw it on the wall.
Yeah, more or less.
Nice.
So you sit down over there. I'll wrap this up when I'm ready.
Yeah. You go sit down. That's funny.
Maybe you'll learn something.
It's that bitch Mary Ellen that I hate over there.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, no, we ain't wrapping up shit, bitch.
Yeah. So there you go.
Too good.
Yep, I love it.